Hi, welcome to the Restoration Couple. In today's video we're going to be taking off our old roof off the garage and getting it all prepped up ready for the new roof timbers, which should be here tomorrow. As you can see behind me, I've managed to relocate pretty much everything out of the garage now into this marquee, and that'll be kind of workshop home for the next week or two. Once this is waterproof, then I'll probably move in. There'll be a few stages of the build. First up, we need to get the old sheets off. Now, as I touched on in a previous video, we took some samples from the roof and sent them off to a lab, and that confirmed that they were asbestos fibre cement type boards, and that we'll need to obviously deal with that appropriately. Now, they have been treated. There's a few things here which are on our side. They've been covered on the top with an acrylic roof dressing, and that I did 5 years ago. It hasn't held up that well, but at least it means that there's a bit of sealant on the top. Half of it has been emulsioned underneath, bizarrely, by the previous owner. So there's a certain degree of them being sealed, but they're not kind of all broken up either, which is helpful. What I will be doing is spraying them all down, and either with a PVA mix or the place where I'm taking them to just suggests it a kind of soapy mix sprayed on. Either way, that'll be just to help suppress any dust. They shouldn't break up at all, they should come off whole. Then I'm going to take them over to the other side of the garage, and then we'll be wrapping them up, maybe 2 sheets at a time or so, and then dispose of correctly. And they pay a per ton price for something like that. Now, this job is the sort of job you probably want to get people in for. That said, if it's done correctly, I think it can be done DIY. Just do be careful, because it's not anything to be messing around with, and this video is not how to. So please, if you're in any doubt, do get it done elsewhere. It's time to get some PPE on now, dress up like a marshmallow for an hour or so, and finish off the destructive phase, because it'd be nice to start building soon. Top is pretty sealed with that acrylic, so the underside's more of a priority. Apart from that, dust mask, gloves, and then of course once we're done, all this needs to be bagged up and got rid of in the same package, I think. So let's make a start. So over the past 5 years, I've been all over this roof, patching it, repairing it, and accessing it. So I know that the purlins, where the supports are absolutely sound, and I did kneel down on those without crawl boards. As soon as I removed these fixings, though, I was lured into a false sense of security, and as I was doing the first few sections, this is what happened. So that lesson was a hard one to learn, and it could have been a lot worse. So from then on, it was a case of really taking these apart piece by piece. The last thing I want is any broken panels. So one by one, I managed to slide them off the bottom of the garage, and then the top course or row I took off the front. And they're pretty weighty, but as long as you're careful with them, they do come off whole, and there's a minimal amount of dust. Anywhere where I removed fixings and there was any sort of raw edges, I sprayed and soaked. And then all of this is just some kind of haunching that I put on there a couple of years ago with Dad, just to stop the rain kind of pouring down that wall. So any of the dust and rubble on top there is just cement mortar. This is definitely more than a one-man job.
I just have lost the will. I can't be sat here wrapping these up on my own. They need to be double wrapped and taped, and that's just going to have to hold off until Dad's back from holiday. They're fine there. I'll just make sure they stay covered and out of the way. No one's going to touch those, and I can still just about work over the top of them when I need to slide over the joists.
I do understand exactly why people pay to get this one done. We've got blue skies. Let's hope they stick around, because I'm going to be 2 days at least before I can get this covered over, if not 3. As I've mentioned, please do not take any risks with asbestos. I'm sure there's lots here that I've done wrong. I've taken the precautions that I can, but please, if you're in any doubt, just get professional contractors in to do it and give you peace of mind. So I made a start on a few of those roof timbers, but the rest needs to come down tomorrow, along with the garage door and that steel beam. So that'll keep me busy. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you can, do it yourself, and we'll see you next time.